Okay, welcome to Intranet 101. We're going to go through the basics of intranet and how it works and how to add stuff today. This is the home page of the intranet, and if you're going to follow along, then you need to have this open. Now, you can't do terribly much on the home page, but there is an announcements section, and I have set up all staff with the access to add an announcement. So if there's something important happening in your department that you need to announce to the world, then you can use this section, awards or particular excursions or ATBs you want to draw attention to. Be aware though that that is public facing, so parents and students can access that, and they can subscribe to it also. If you're a very savvy user, you can work out how to subscribe to the announcements, so as new announcements get added, then you will get an email or you'll have it's something in your RSS feeds. That means that if you add an announcement and have made a mistake in the announcement and then you go back and delete the announcement, then it's possible that it's still out there somewhere in the internet where people have subscribed to things. So just be a bit careful. You can always delete, but just be a bit aware of that. Okay, so I've set up a site for us to play with, and it's called Play Site, and you can find it on the top bar of the intranet. You must have Internet Explorer open, otherwise this isn't going to work. Internet Explorer is a Microsoft product, and SharePoint, which hosts the intranet, is a Microsoft product, and they talk together really well. Internet Explorer isn't actually a very standardized browser, and so that's why we use Firefox for Edumate, because it works better. But Internet Explorer works really well with Microsoft products, so a lot of this functionality will not exist if you're in a different browser, so just try and make sure of that. If you do open Internet Explorer and you want to know how to get to the intranet, you don't have to type this entire address. Because it's built into your shortcuts, you can just type intranet, INTRANET, and then click enter, and it should redirect you. Okay, so going to Play Site. Now the first thing you need to understand is, well, we'll explain the areas here. We've got the main page, which is what's called a web part page, and I'll explain that in a minute. And then we have the quick launch bar, which has all of the content of our site linked to it. So I can get to my picture libraries and my document libraries from over here, and they are automatically categorized. This is customizable, and you can edit these links and add new links and change the categories and change the orders, but that's not covered in this tutorial, but you can do it, so you could Google that if you needed instructions. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is go to Edit Page, and what it does is it brings up these two areas. So there's a left area and a right area, and they're labeled. And that's where the content for the website goes. Now you'll notice that it says add a web part, and that's a button on either side, and web parts are bits of code that allow you to have functionality that can then be dragged around and reformatted anywhere on the page. So if I want to move this site image, it's really easy to do. I can just drag it across to my other section, or I can drag it back again. And if I had more stuff there, I could drag them up and down and around and reorganize my site. What I want to do is add a web part, and I'm going to add the content editor web part, which is the way you communicate using text or images or links and things like that. probably your introductory message on your website is using a content editor web part. And it's like a mini version of Word, so it's a bit easier for new users to understand. So I'm going to click Add, and you'll see that it's popped up over here. And just like before, I can drag it over here, or I can drag it back again. Okay, and so that tells me to add content to this, I want to open the tool pane. So I'm going to click on that link, and it opens the tool pane to my right. Now, if I ever have to do that without this open the tool pane link, it's easy to do. I go to the edit drop down list, and I click modify shared web part, and then that brings up this tool pane. So I'm going to click on rich text editor, which is that micro version of Word that I was telling you about, and I'm going to type in welcome to the play site. Okay, and I'm going to say Amanda Hogan and my email address, ahogan at staff.tara.nsw.edu.au. Enter. Now handily, because it's a bit like Word, it automatically detected that that was an email address. So it's put a link under it, and now people can just click on that link to email me. Now let's show formatting. I want my title to be bigger, so I go to this A with the arrows, shows big and small, and if you hover over it, it says font size, and I'm going to go up to number 5 and give me a big title, make it bold, and I can come over to the A with the colour under it and make it a different colour. I like blue. Okay, so now I've got my welcome to the play site and my name and my email address. I'm going to create a link to a YouTube video. So click on the link to go to our YouTube video. Now, what we do is we come up to this button here, which says open a new window to insert a hyperlink, but it's like a world with links underneath, chain links. See, pun, very clever. It's actually just a very usual symbol for web link. So click on that, and I can, this text to display is what I want to actually show on the screen, and this address is where it's going to link to. So I'm going to type click here, and then I'm going to go find a website. This is a very cute video, and paste it and click OK. And now it's a link. See, it's got a line when I hover over it, and it's blue. And now if I click save, my content editor web part says welcome to the play site. It has my name, it has that link there, it says click here to go to that video, and I can exit the edit mode. Now there is a way to get rid of this title. I might just show you that now. If I go back to modify shared web part, and I come to appearance, I can either delete or correct it here, so I can make it welcome, or I can make it blank, but then the title bar will sort of be there. Or I can come down to this thing that says Chrome type, and I don't know why the word Chrome is used there, but it's the display type. And I can say I only want a border, or I don't want a title or a border, but it defaults to being title and border. So I'm just going to leave it as it is right now because I've changed it to welcome. So I'm going to click apply, and you see that content editor web part has changed to welcome. I click OK, and now I have my welcome. Okay. The next thing we're going to do, most of the things you need to do in your intranet site are under site actions, and this is no different. We're going to create some places to put some stuff, and they're called libraries. So if you click on create under site actions, so create, and then libraries are over here, and there's communications things, so you can add announcements and stuff, and you can do links, and I'm going to pause there and call this the first part of Intranet 101, and then I'll make another video for the second part of Intranet 101. Thank you.